Welcome to the Ostomy Body Positive Confidence Chronicles, where we highlight inspiring ostomy journeys through education, relatable stories, and expert insights. We also feature companies, products, and professionals improving ostomy care. Please like, share, subscribe, and or join our movement. The Facebook group link is in the description below. Takes a little bit, so we just do a dance, you guys. Dance the beat in your head. There's no no rhythm, no blues, none of that.
I was like, I'm gonna dance this time. No, I didn't dance.
Yeah, come on, Liz. You know,
I'll
you
Alright,
dance
this
for
got
better?
Dwayne's
it.
birth for his Stomaversary. I'll dance for
Yeah,
Dwayne.
Stomaversary dance, Dwayne. Woo, woo.
Alright, is that better now?
I mean, I can hear you,
Yeah, I just can't
I'm
and
see
we
you.
outside.
we are live.
Alright, I'm outside. So
You kind
okay.
of you're kind of stuck there right now. You're definitely stuck. But we're gonna
Alright, am I
keep.
moving?
Well, you're not moving. Your voice is moving, but your body's not.
Yeah, it keeps saying low network bandwidth on you.
There we go. I
Oh,
can
there
see
you
you
are.
now. I can see you. Okay. Welcome,
I'm here.
everybody. Yeah, you're here. Rocking it out. All right. So we're celebrating 50 years for Dwayne's Stomaversary. We all want to know what it was like back in the archaic days. And we are interviewing Liz. And we've had Liz on before, but she's kind enough to grace us with her presence again and do a little interview. Oh, Patrick says, keep dancing. Yeah. Yeah.
Dwayne's like
Hi.
really gone now.
What is?
Dwayne is like really gone now.
Yeah, Dwayne, it's
I'm
dark screen now. There we
Hey,
go. Now I can see your face.
I don't know. I'm
That's all right. Maybe it's just
I'll,
you know, internet
it's
technology.
a Virginia
What's that? Anyways, we're
it's a
gonna keep
Virginia
going.
thing, I guess.
We're
you
gonna
might have
keep
turned if
going.
you turn your video off, then
Okay.
maybe we
Yeah,
could
maybe
hear
turn
him.
it off, turn it back on.
Yeah.
And Arabella says, congratulations. Yeah, we're getting excited. So today it's a little bit different. We've never done one quite like this. Oh, Chris said they used Ziploc storages back in the day. Big fit the bags, storage bags. That's good. Um, but yeah, Stomaversary, a 50 year, that's huge, right? And it's not just a date, but it's also a milestone. 50-year milestone is huge. So we have again Dwayne celebrating 50 years, and Liz gonna do interview with an Ostomate. So here we go. We are going to start with interviewing Liz. And Liz, now I know these are the same, well, they are the same questions we did last time, but I really like them because I feel like they kind of encompass, you
Yeah.
know, um, what
Yeah. And
ostomy
I'll probably
life
have
is
different
like.
answers.
And you might have different answers. You're right.
Yeah.
So tell us about yourself and about your family a little bit because, things have changed. There's a lot more people in the group. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
So my name is Liz and I am 46 years old, about to be 47. I got my ostomy in October of 2024. And so I'm not quite near 50 years with mine yet. And this March will be a 1 year anniversary for me since my first adhesion. So those aren't fun. I don't recommend those. 0 out of 0
Mm.
stars. And so since all of that, I left my 20-year career with the government and opened my own travel agency. And my ostomy has given me so much freedom to travel and see the world. And I'm not sick. Like I have very severe Crohn's disease, and I spent 2 or 3 years just bedridden and sick.
Mm.
And
Mm.
so, and then I'm married. And my husband and I, we don't have any kids. We have a very deranged cat that just keeps us entertained on a regular basis.
Do you push your cat in a stroller?
No,
Okay.
he'd kill us, but he really likes cardboard box things but from Aldi's, like they have come out with these every now and then. But
Mhm.
yesterday at an antique store, I found this rocket ship one for him.
Oh, cool. A
So
little
no,
cat.
we're not that. No, he's the hunter of our street. He goes out and kills things and brings them back for
Yeah,
us.
there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing
No,
wrong with that.
no.
So, tell us about your ostomy and how long you've had it.
I guess since October of 2024. And I have an ileostomy, not
Okay.
a colostomy. So I have a very high output ileostomy. So I am constantly magnesium deficient, which is really nice. Last week I resulted at a 2 for magnesium, which is like, I've never resulted at a 2. My nurses didn't even know what to do. They were like, we're not going to infuse you today.
Yeah, wow.
You don't need it.
Hey, congrats.
Uh, for those that are struggling with magnesium and ileostomies, I can tell you broccoli microgreens will save your life. They
Mhm.
will help your magnesium without interfering with your output. And then magnesium butter for the bottom of your feet, like
Ooh.
helps because you absorb it through your skin and not your digestive tract.
Oh, okay. I have heard the feet have a lot to do with digestion, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's
Yeah.
interesting.
Chinese medicine for sure. So, can you share a moment when your ostomy helped you regain confidence in doing something that you loved? I can imagine if you were bedridden for 3 years, it probably just helped you get out of bed, right?
Yeah, like I can go out with friends now. I think the one thing I'm like most excited about, like I can have a glass of wine again and like not have that excruciating Crohn's pain that would come with it, and then or vomiting.
Hmm.
But traveling, like definitely, I mean, I came alive. My first trip was 3 months to the day after my surgery. It was like January of 2025, and up until we got on the plane, like I was like, I'm not going. I was
Right.
like, I'm terrified. But we were on a Disney cruise. Um, I just came alive. Like we went everywhere, did everything we possibly could, and I was just so excited, like the freedom now to just do all that.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
great. I love
That's
it.
amazing. And if you have any travel
Give me a
needs,
call.
Liz is your girl. I think she's gonna help us plan our UOAA outing maybe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got a couple other people willing to help out with that, so that'll be great. Um, so what's been a challenge to adjusting to life with an ostomy and how have you overcame it?
It's really think like the mental aspect's been hard. Uh like you're happy but you're also sad.
Mm-hmm.
And like I know we've talked about this a couple of times on the Ostomy Body Positive page was like you can grieve
Mm-hmm.
and be happy at the same time. You
Right.
can do both.
Yeah.
And but I think more challenging for me is things like I always want to make sure I'm still near a restroom in case I need to empty because my output is so high. And then um people's perceptions, I think, is
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I really work hard to try to educate as much as I can. Like I have a friend like over the summer, she was like, "Oh, I didn't realize you could swim. I didn't realize you could like get in the pool." And I was like, "Yeah, we
Well,
sure
that's part
can."
of those
Mm.
misconceptions that people have around having an ostomy, which is one
Yeah.
of my questions actually, but that's a good one.
I knew I had really made it when we were on another cruise in September and I did one of the high speed water slides and I mean that just to me like I was a big like trust moment that I was like I can do it. I know I can. And yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. So would you say then you said you're happy and sad. Does that have anything to do with self-image? And how has your self-image changed?
Yeah, my self-image is definitely still taking a hit. I've gotten to where I can look at myself in the mirror for a good amount of time now and not be too bad. I think like for me though, it's like first of all, right now I'm the heaviest I've ever been, which all my doctors are so happy about. And I'm like, this feels overweight to me because I've
Mhm.
always been like so underweight. So that part's kind of messing with me. Not being able to exercise for almost a year
Mhm.
has taken its toll on my body. So I've just gotten to where like I've started doing that. Very small doses of like chair exercises. But and I have a peristomal hernia right
Yeah.
around my stomach. So my stomach on that side has this like bulge in my opinion. So
Mhm.
but
Mhm.
I'm also 46 and I need to realize like I was not like I'm gonna be wearing like the tight crop top
Yeah.
shirts anymore anyways. So it could
Right.
be like part
Exactly.
premenopausal, part stoma.
Yeah, definitely. I'll tell you, probably partly menopausal. Yes, yes. Dwayne, I know you love hearing this. Chris said, I had people ask me if I can run with an ostomy. I said, chase me with an axe and watch my ass run. So true. So true.
That's funny.
But yeah, body image is thing that people struggle with. And what'd you say,
It,
Dwayne?
Yes.
Oh, I
No,
thought you
I
said
just
something.
said, I did. I said, Chris.
Mhm.
I
So,
think, and I think your Facebook page is so important for that
mhm,
because I think there's other ostomy support groups and they don't dive into the
mhm.
body image part of it, in my
Yeah,
opinion. They don't touch
yeah,
on it enough, or
yeah.
they have people live in their shame. And
Right. Right. It's like that misery needs company type thing. So that's
yeah,
why I think it's great that we have a group willing to talk about it and really put themselves out there and say the things that need to be said. And yeah, that's good. So speaking of the misconception, you said swimming is a misconception that people have about living with an ostomy. Do you have any others that you've come across that people are think that's the way you should live?
people are like, um, they ask questions like, does it smell bad all the time? No, it doesn't. Like I don't smell it during the day. I
Mhm.
really don't. I know some people might. I don't. I don't smell mine during the
Yeah,
day.
yeah, yeah.
Um, like I don't know. I get like I don't know if it's misconceptions or just pure ignorance. I'm like I had got into it with a flight attendant on an airplane because I have my stoma pillow that I put
Oh,
around my seatbelt, and she's like, "You can't wear that. It's not safe. It's impeding the functionality of the seatbelt." And I was like, "No, it's.
oh,
I assure you, it's not.
yeah,
It's
right.
like Velcro to the seatbelt."
Did she let you
And
keep it on?
yeah, she went and conferred with the other flight attendants that have medical degrees, I guess, and came back and said that if I was willing to accept the risk, they would allow it. She asked me if it was FAA compliant or something. I was like, I have no idea. Like, no, it's probably not.
Oh, oh, wow.
And
Oh,
then, like, I think the looks I get when I park in handicap spots or I use handicap restrooms, I think that's a
mm,
big one
yeah, yeah,
because I look healthy.
yeah,
And I know my friends are like, oh, I can't believe you're parking in a handicap spot. Well, my car has my go bag.
right, right. Might
I
need to
want
get
that
out
right
there.
there. I want to be able to get in
Hmm.
and out if I can.
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah. I've gotten that stare too in the bathrooms. It's like people don't get it's that judgment, like you
yeah,
look fine.
yeah.
Invisible disability, yes, for sure.
Do you know all the bathrooms I go to in Florida? Like I've been to Fort Lauderdale like 4 times last year. Their handicap stalls have sinks and paper towels and soap and everything in them. I feel
Nice.
like every handicap stall should have that.
I
Hmm.
think they're starting to do that in like the UK, possibly. I think they have like a really good bathroom system, from
Yeah.
what I heard. So yeah.
Yeah.
And then you gave us a tip at the beginning. Do you have any more advice to people who, like learning how to manage their ostomy? What makes it easier for you?
Yeah, I kept thinking about this question all like day to day. And like so I guess my advice to people right now is your doctors don't know everything and neither do your stoma nurses. And you
Right.
need to get out there and talk to the people who have the stomas also
Yeah.
because, and you need to challenge your doctors. If they're
Yeah.
telling you something that doesn't sound right, challenge them. Your doctors aren't going to tell you everything before
Yeah.
your surgery, after your
Oh,
surgery. They're going to tell you as it comes. So, like, no one told me about
right.
granulomas. Like, I didn't know those were a thing. I didn't know all of a sudden I had bumps around my stoma and I'm like, oh my God, what is
Wow.
this?
Mm.
And then my surgeon's like, oh yeah, it's just those, and that's fine. And we can burn them off if you want, but we don't have to. And then for those with a high output ileostomy, especially if it's watery all the time, don't try to use barrier rings or regular paste. If there's a special paste Coloplast does without pectin,
Mm.
and it helps the seal. I actually sent Trina the link to it the other
Mm.
day. It will help because your output is going to wash out those barrier rings and the other types of paste.
Yeah.
It particularly targets anything with pectin in it. So the paste I
Okay.
use is without pectin. I get a perfect seal every time. I don't have a lot of skin irritation.
Nice.
And then I think just not to take it as such, I don't know how to say it, like don't take it as such a hit on your life. Like look at the
Yeah.
ways it has improved your life
Yeah.
whenever you can. Because
Right.
the more you practice the gratitude, the less anxious and sad you're going to be.
100%. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Practice gratitude's huge, 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 huge mindset shift for sure.
And have a sense of humor.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
need it.
You do have to have that. Yeah. Yeah. You have to make poop jokes, right?
Yeah, you have to.
It's a prerequisite to getting an ostomy. How many poop
I'll
jokes
tell
do you
you
know?
what, so my surgeon, she's a colorectal surgeon. She's wonderful. She saved my life, in my opinion. But I'm one of her first patients that named her stoma. So she'd never experienced that before. And I had my colonoscopy last week. That was horrible. And it was awful. But she came in and the first thing she said was, "How's Oscar?"
Aw.
And it just meant so much to me because I named it. The more I've gotten comfortable with it, I've gotten further away from referring to it as Oscar. But for those first few months, man, it really helped me it having a name. And my sister had got me a Oscar the Grouch stoma cover that says Oscar the Pouch.
How cute. I remember I've seen it. I
Yeah, it's
did
so
not in
cute.
person, but yeah, you showed pictures. It's cute.
So yeah.
If okay, this one is like I didn't give you this one, but if
Oh.
you had to write a fortune cookie, I ask everybody this basically, but if you had to write a fortune cookie message about life with an ostomy, what would it say?
Hmm. You asked me this last time. I still couldn't do it. I'm like, I
Oh,
don't
you
know.
couldn't think of one?
Couldn't think about it. No, but I'm going to. It's gonna happen. Because I want it to be. I should have remembered that because then I would have been ready. Um,
It's an on the spot
well,
question.
because fortune cookies have that like little hidden humor in them, in my
They do,
opinion.
they do.
Um,
But it doesn't have to be humorous. Whatever you want to say.
um, you're going to see a great improvement in your life, even if you don't believe it.
Yeah.
I think that's a good one.
True.
True. True.
Because when you,
True.
man, when you talk to someone right out of the surgery, like I talked to a girl right out of the surgery a few weeks ago, my heart just hurt for her.
Mm,
And I was like, I promise you it's going to get
yeah,
better. It's
it
just going to be
is.
so hard right now.
Mm.
And I think saying that, Dwayne can speak to that, right? Dwayne can tell us what 50 years of being an
Well,
Ostomate is, you know?
I, I do want to get into that, but I do want to ask Liz one question.
Yeah.
Please do.
It took 3 months to step out, and which is a big step, and go on a cruise. So, what gave you that courage to actually step out and face the world? What kind of pushed you along? What did that for you?
Honestly, I'd probably say my husband and his support, but also it was, I moved from Virginia Beach to West Virginia a few years ago, and it's the furthest I've ever been from my best friend, who we've been friends since fourth grade. And she's got two kids that are like my kids, and that cruise was to go see them. And I will say that was like the biggest motivation for me because all I had wanted after my surgery was that time with my best friend and her kids. And so I was like, I'm going. Like, I will not let these kids down, and I will not
Yeah.
let my best friend down.
Mm.
And I did it. And I will say a lot of my faith has gotten me through. Like, my faith in God has
Uh,
pushed me through 100%. And as you can see, my wall behind me. I
so
mean,
all I see is God, and I see is with. That's all I see. God is with. That's all I need to know.
I said, God is within her; she will not fall.
That's awesome. That's
Okay.
beautiful.
Okay.
Hmm. Well, good,
And then
good.
then one more question, Liz. One more question, Liz. After you made that decision and went on that cruise, how did that change your outlook on how you're going to move forward with the ileostomy? How did that things change? Did it change at all once you did that cruise?
It did. So a very critical thing happened on that trip. So my stoma bag opened on me in a bathroom on one of the islands, which like everybody probably saw, like me trying to
Um,
desperately clean it up with like less than one ply toilet paper. Myself. Um, for one, I was able to get through it that day without needing my husband to help clean me up. So I thought that was a big step for me. But on the way home, Dwayne, I decided I no longer wanted to just talk about owning my own travel agency, that God gave me the second chance on life and I was going to own my own travel agency. And we got back, and that's when the government had gone way crazy, and they said, we're offering you a chance to resign and we'll pay you full salary through September 30th. And I was like, well, there's my chance to open my business and still get the salary. So,
Yeah,
Mm,
that's a
I
great
mean,
story.
that cruise changed my
Good for you.
life,
That's
100%.
awesome. That's
Good
awesome.
for you.
Sometimes all it
Good for you.
takes is that one thing, you
It, it,
know?
it's that one step, and people,
Mm-hmm.
once they realize that they take that one step, that makes a big, huge difference. Just getting your foot out that door.
Yeah.
It might be small steps. Yes, your cruise was a big step, but still, it's getting that confidence within yourself. You know?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and she probably had to work up to it. Or
So-
took a while to
Oh,
work
you
up
have
to
no
that.
idea.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It was, I mean, I literally was like, I'm not going. Like that morning, I was in the truck going, I'm not going. I'm not getting on the plane. I can't do it. I can't do it. And my husband's like, yeah, you can. You've done you've gotten through everything else. You've survived every bad day up until now. You can do it.
And sometimes with this, you have to push yourself.
Yeah.
You got to push yourself, and you're your own advocate, and you only know if otherwise you're just gonna sit still and mope and kind of just feel sorry for yourself. You got to get out there, and you did the right thing. I'm proud
It's
of you.
so right, Dwayne, because you will just, I mean, how many days do I just want to lay in bed and cry? And I mean, I do. There's days I will force myself up and be like, no, you're not. I look at this as a second chance. I don't look at this as the end of anything. This is a second chance for me to
Right.
live. And I think so many people take it as the end of something
Mm-hmm.
instead. And I think, but I know also a lot of people have this done for other reasons other than Crohn's disease or colitis. And for those of us that are in the Crohn's and colitis world, we understand how critical this surgery was to our well-being. To be able to eat, to not have your food be your enemy anymore is
To not
just,
be in pain.
yeah. I had a minor flare last week, first one, teeny tiny one, because of that stupid colonoscopy.
Mm-hmm.
I had to do 2 enemas, first time ever. Don't recommend, ever.
Through the stoma.
No, I would have actually probably preferred that.
Yeah.
No, I still have,
Okay, you're still connected.
yeah, well, no, it's not connected. So my Crohn's is all in my terminal ileum and my small intestine. So that's where my resection was. So my colon is still intact. It's just not connected. So they just
Got
needed
it.
to like flush it out, I guess. There's got to be a better way. Dwayne,
Mm.
I don't know. I'm telling you, in 50 years, and I don't know why they haven't come up in a better way, but I feel like you could have contributed to that in the last 50
Well,
years.
after years and years, I'm fortunate. After years and years, I had an ileum, and they removed my ileum, and they removed everything except for my rectal stump, which I still have. So mine is very simple. I don't have to go through all that. They just
So you don't
I
have to
don't
do the
any
enema
prep for
either?
it at all.
I could eat
No.
all day though. I
Why?
thought
For
that was
what reason?
fun.
I don't have. There's no connection whatsoever. I don't have. I just have a rectal stump. So when they, so pretty much when they check, I get checked every other year. They just kind of put me under anesthesia or whatever, and they go in and check a little bit, and that's it.
Now,
I don't have to do any prep.
she did go in both through the stoma and the.
Yeah. That's
I
how
say I call it the
done
no-no
every
hole.
time.
The no-no hole.
Oh, that's how I get it too.
Yeah.
So Chris said, oh, here's a fortune cookie message. You will find a mystery in a bag. LOL.
I still haven't gotten you. Mine shoots pills out.
Does it? I've never had that happen.
Yeah, so I have to take these big Monster Fiber Max pills. I
Yeah.
take two, one in the morning, one at night. I don't know. I think I maybe in 50 years, like Dwayne, I'll be used to it, but it's the weirdest thing in the world to just see this pill
Like,
push
what
its
is
way
that?
out.
You're trying to pop it?
It's like I have to push it down. Like I have to
Yeah.
sometimes like work it out. Like
Yeah, I know that feeling. Not of that, but food chunks, you know.
to walk it down. Have to walk it down sometimes.
All right. So Dwayne, we are we want to start by sharing how long have you been a moderator in the group now? Maybe 8 months or so, or
Me?
yeah, you.
Talking about me?
Yeah, Dwayne.
March would be a year. It'll be a year. I believe in March it'll be a year.
Okay, so maybe 10, 11 months. Okay, that's longer than I thought.
Right.
Um, But I think what makes, you special and coming to the group and being a moderator is that you're helping us find different ways to make some changes, like even just doing this today, like being willing to share your Stomaversary with Liz, and Liz sharing, her story with us here, but then being authentic and really empathetic towards, people as they're coming in. I feel like you do more for the group than a moderator would, And I would like for anyone else too in the group share what they love about Dwayne. Put it out there. We want to give him some loves for being, 50th. Yeah. And then I made this for you. Now, hold on. My screen's gonna go weird for a second, everybody, but I'm still here. But I have
Dwayne's
no other
finally
way
got
to,
good connectivity. Don't mess this up, Nicole.
right? But can you guys see this? Can you see this?
I can see Dwayne.
Can you see what
Hello.
can you see this?
I see Dwayne.
You guys can't see my certificate I made for Dwayne?
No.
They can see
Is
it
can you
online.
see it on Facebook?
They
Yeah,
can
that's
see it
probably
on
you can share
Facebook.
it there.
So there you
Dwayne
go.
and I
Dwayne.
just have to trust you.
Yeah, so this certificate is probably given to Dwayne Gibson on the 16th day of February, 2026, celebrating 50 remarkable years as an Ostomate. 50 years strong, 50 years thriving. Signed by Ostomy Body Positive. So,
Yay.
Dwayne, I'm going to actually throw that in the chat so you can see it if you couldn't. Let me add that to the chat here. My computer. Y'all are seeing my private information, but I'm trusting you all. There we go. Threw it in the chat. Anyways, we are going to move on. So what I wanted to do was start by interviewing you. And Liz, please feel free to, if you have any follow-up questions, to share them, to interrupt, basically.
Okay.
So Dwayne, you were only 15 when you got your ostomy. What helped you mentally get through those early years of life, when there really wasn't any of this stuff,
Okay. I thought about it the past couple of days. Look in the mirror, you kind of look at yourself and it's like, was it really 50 years ago? Because you see that 15-year-old in the mirror still, and you think like, has it really been that long? But I think it started 15 years old. I had ileostomy. I had Crohn's for the previous 3 years. And those 3 years, I was sick. I was really sick. I missed half of my sophomore year in high school. I was tutored. I couldn't even have life.
Yeah.
So when the time came, I knew I was ready.
Yeah.
So, but during all that process, my parents always had me involved with the surgeons and always had me involved with the doctors. I was always there, part of the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember the night before my surgery, out in the hallway, my dad was talking to the surgeon. And I was inside my room by myself, and I overheard the conversation. And the conversation struck up where your son has to have surgery. I mean, it's the point where we'd have the surgery, he won't show up. The Crohn's is totally taken over his whole colon. He won't be able to do this any longer. So my dad, knowing the type of person that I was at 15 years old, he said, I think you can tell my son this. He's okay for you to tell him this. So they came in the room, and I literally sat down with the surgeon, my dad, and my surgeon, being the way back then, it was a little different than surgeons are now. It's kind of cut and dry. They said, look, we have to take your colon out, we have to put it back on you. And so I said, okay. For a 15-year-old, I asked questions. Okay, am I going to be able to survive this? That was the first question I asked. And then I said, okay, am I going to be able to go back to school? Am I going to be able to date? I didn't think about 50 years from now.
You're right.
I said, am I going to be able to go swimming? Am I going to be able to play sports? might be able to, to drive a car. I asked the basic questions,
Mhm.
and at the point right then and there, I took charge of my future with the ileostomy. I wanted to know what was it about and what was going to happen, and I wasn't going to let it run me. It made sense.
Sure.
I think that's so important, Dwayne.
That makes sense?
I think what you just said,
Yeah.
if are you able to hear him clearly, Nicole? I'm having a little
I am.
feedback.
So he's having a little bit of like, there's a little
Fuzzy.
like feedback, a little fuzzy, but I can hear what you're saying.
I just think that's it, right? That's the difference between getting through this and sitting and wallowing is you have to take control of it. Ask the questions, watch the videos, learn from the Facebook groups, own it.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, well, and like
Right.
you're saying, not having a roadmap back then versus
Right.
now, people like you're kind of Dwayne's story is like the trailblazer story, right? Like I had an ostomy, I was young, didn't know anybody back then, for sure not. I mean, 50 years is archaic, you know. And then now, you know, he's going into the future, and here we are. We've come so far, and still people are afraid, you know.
So did they use like Crohn's disease was a thing then still, Dwayne?
Was what?
Like Crohn's disease was a
Was what?
thing? Like
No,
they
Crohn's at my age. I was the youngest one in the history of the hospital. I was normally it was like it happened in adults, and they said it came from stress, it came from worrying. I had so many specialists come in and talk to me about, you know, why I had the flare-ups, and it was all because of stress. So,
Mm.
and back then, the only thing you took for Crohn's disease was prednisone. I mean, I was on heavy steroids. So that was all that's all you took. So, I would have wean me on prednisone, wean me off, wean me on, wean me off, and it got to the point where my body just it wasn't. It was the Crohn's was overtaking what the
Yeah.
prednisone could do.
Yeah.
So so the first surgery they ended up taking 4 feet of my colon out. They just but anyway, so I woke up the next morning and I knew it was there. Did I accept it? Probably not, because I mean, what teenager would not want to have
Right.
a bag on? And back then it wasn't like it was. Chris made a joke. It was a Ziploc bag. It was they were a little different back then. They were big,
You're cutting out
different,
again.
but I was just surviving at that point.
Yeah. We had a little delay. We might not have been able to hear that whole comment. Just FYI. So
Okay.
so now that it's like after living, you know, having this ostomy for what, half a century, what has been the biggest difference that you've seen, you know, in care? I mean, there's got to be huge, right? What is the biggest difference that you've seen in having like, you know, ostomy care and ostomy, you know, technology and the pouches? Like, what's been the difference that you've seen?
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you have a,
Can you hear me?
you're kind of like a remix, you know, like.
Okay. Is this better now? All right. Let me see if I get better.
I think if you were
No better?
sitting, yes,
Yeah.
Better?
well,
Okay. I got my left arm up in the air, my left foot to the left, so I'm kind of like doing contortions.
whatever you can take, make the antenna taller.
How's that? Is that better?
Yes.
Perfect.
Without a doubt, technology. When I got ileostomy, I was given a 16-page little pamphlet on what an ileostomy was, and what you can or can't do, and your life will change. And but it was written back in 1967, and here it was 1976.
Yeah.
So it was very, I would say, primitive. No video, no videos, because there was no such thing as a VCR back then.
Yeah.
No how-tos, no classes. There was nothing. The stoma nurse, pretty much all she could tell you was how to change a bag. That was about it. It wasn't, the technology just wasn't there like it is now. So
Was it
the
was it the
knowledge
same
and the,
type look, bag, pouch?
oh,
No.
no.
Is it black bag like?
Pouch or books? Well, I mean, all right, two questions. Same books or same pouch?
No, I said, was it
Yeah.
like Ziploc bag looking, like big bag? Was it pouch? I guess, yeah.
They were very heavy plastic, clear, 18 inches long. So it went down to your a little bit longer. So you couldn't really be very discreet. No color. I mean, forget about the color and bag covers and all of that. And you had clamps. You didn't have clips. You had like clamps. So it was for its time. I guess it was. I guess you could say like a 1950 years ago when you had a car 50 years ago, you thought it was up to date, but look at the cars now, how
Yeah.
much in date they are compared to 50 years ago. Technology has changed, and things are so improved over the years with the quality of them. And I mean, I was changing the bag 2 or 3 times a day easily. In the summertime, forget it. I mean, the paste, you didn't have seals. It was like a paste that went around your stoma. And especially during the summertime, when that melted, you had no seal,
Yeah.
and it fecal went everywhere. I mean, it was a mess. So it wasn't just you had a blowout here and there. It was constant all the time. So
So what kept you kind of moving forward from living like that to like today? Like what really kept you moving forward, especially because you probably didn't know anybody. There was no technology like Facebook and the nurses. I mean, most people were probably older, right? That had ostomies.
Well, then you add in the high school
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And
factor.
just being
I
a
was
teenager, but then that,
Yeah.
would would you believe I went to 5 proms? Um, I went to the homecomings. This was after my surgery in 19. I had multiple surgeries after 1976. I had 4 revisions between 76 and 77.
Oh wow.
So in my junior senior year, I just got right back in there because I wanted to be part of society. I wanted to be part of
Yeah.
of life. I didn't want to pass me by. So I just kept on going. That's what kept me going is I guess being a teenager helped me, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Was it 5 different girls for the 5 proms you went to?
Most important question.
Oh, did we lose him?
Is he thinking or is he
I'm
No,
like the stud Dwayne Gibson.
Three different girls.
three
No,
different
that's not what I was getting at. That's not why I said that.
That's so, I mean, I don't know a teenage boy right now that could do that. I
Right.
don't.
Right.
Well, and I think honestly, social
Well,
media probably would work against the poor teenager right now getting one, but that's phenomenal, Dwayne.
well, Liz, I think it's like my dad was. I don't want to bring faith into this but my dad was a minister, and I had a lot of, I still do have a lot of faith. With that faith, that builds my confidence, and with that confidence, I get my positivity, and there's no turning back. You have to be positive on your outlook of life, ileostomy or not. You still have to be positive on how you look at life, your ups and downs. And that's how I continue to look at things.
Mhm.
So that's okay.
Is that how you would talk to somebody who was struggling with confidence, or how would you address that? Is it the positivity or
Well, first thing that you have to do is acceptance. That's the first thing you have to do is accept it. And I think that's where, in the very beginning, at 15 years old, I accepted it. I mean, I was done with the Crohn's. I was finished, and I accepted that I have this bag.
Yeah.
I didn't think about the future. I didn't think about my marriage. I didn't think about, I thought about now.
Yeah,
And I
right.
accept that fact that, yeah. So that's, I think, so people now, is the first thing is acceptance. If you're in denial, and if you stay in that denial, like Liz said, you can stay home, cry, pout, be hard on yourself and feel sorry for yourself. But until you make that first move, like this did with that cruise, it is life goes on. And once you realize that the ileostomy does not deter from that, it just then the positivity gains and your confidence gains.
Yeah.
It's all but you're the one that has to do it. No one's going to push you. You have to do it yourself.
So why do you feel a calling to being a part of Ostomy Body Positive? What does it mean to you?
Are you kidding me?
Nope, I'm serious.
If I had this 50 years ago, I just I don't know where it's to have someone out there that can share their experience and share what they've been through and share their ups and downs and share that it's going to be okay and share that it's not going to always be a good day. You're not alone. You're okay with that. I didn't have that. So to have this and the technology we have to help others go beyond that next step, it's so gratifying. It's like times I missed from 50 years ago, I have that opportunity now.
It's kind of like you're speaking, you're speaking to the 15-year-old boy in you that didn't have that, right?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. Yeah. Yeah.
That's
It's so
powerful.
important.
So
so after 50 years, how do you personally define confidence and life lived with an ostomy?
50 years ago, I would walk into a room, like the first prom I went to. I'd walk into a room and I would think that people were looking at me. I would think that they were staring at me. And I would feel like I was being the focus in the room. Now, 50 years later, I can walk into that room knowing after what I've been through and not have a care about what the people are thinking because I know what I've been through.
Yeah.
I beat it and me a sense of not ownership, but just a pride and how far I've come.
Yeah.
If that kind of makes any sense at all.
Oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. I mean, it's so easy that long ago. It's easy. It's hard for anybody, people in general, it's hard with confidence, but then you add what we have and it can make even more of that fear become, to the forefront. Right.
I don't even know where some of our confidence comes from. It's amazing to me. Like on that first cruise in January, like I got a massage and you take all your clothes off for that. And I couldn't even believe I did it. And the woman was so kind. She was from another country, but I told her I had to be on my side. I couldn't lay on my stomach. And like this woman took such good care of me.
That's awesome. You ripped the Band-Aid off.
I did. No, like that. My surgeon was so stunned when she got back in her. I was like, I went all in. I was like, I'm not gonna sit at home and.
That's awesome. That's awesome. See, y'all are doing it. So if anybody, we have a lot of people in the chat here leaving messages. Thanks for sharing. Judith said, thanks for sharing. Helps a lot. Leave a comment of one word of gratitude that you could have for someone who's lived with an ostomy. What would it be? specifically for Dwayne, but anybody who's lived 50 years. I mean, we have, I know there's other people here, right?
Dwayne,
Um,
is your Crohn's gone now? Or in remission? Is your Crohn's in
Um,
remission?
I still take I take a immune system kind of I take like it's called Imuran, so it's a
Okay.
very slow dosage. Um, 10 years ago, I know you got to get off at 145.
You're fine. I built
10
in a
years
10-minute Nicole buffer.
okay. Um, um, and in 2010, went for 3 years, so from 1977 to 2010, no issues whatsoever, none. Then I had my a stoma that totally inverted. It went like completely flush, and had to have emergency surgery. They had to do a revision of the stoma. Crohn's came back. I mean, I was like not even under doctor's care. I went. I mean, I was totally fine. From 2010 to 2012, I had 3 more revisions. So I was on Humira. If you know what Humira is,
yeah,
I
I've
was
been
on
on
the
it.
injections. Yeah, so I was on the injections for 18 months. Awful side effects from it. So I was on the Remicade, all the kinds of different things.
Been on that one.
And I bounced out of it. Right? So that was in 2012. So that's been 14 years.
Yeah.
So far, I still have to have myself checked every other year. No Crohn's in sight.
That's
So,
good. That's great. Yeah, I just
once
got
you
my
have Crohn's,
biopsy
you always
results
have
like
Crohn's.
right
It's just a
before
matter.
here. Mine is good
Yeah.
too. I'm on
Yeah. So
Stelara.
once you have Crohn's, it's always, once you have Crohn's, people think it's gone, it's not going to come back. It's always there, but it's just a matter of if it's going to
Yeah.
flare up again.
It's gonna flare.
That's something ignorant someone said to me too, because I had posted that I was showing steady remission for my Crohn's because I was really excited that that's how my results were. And they were like, well, it's not like you had cancer.
What?
You're right.
Well, they should
But
also
you can be in remission from all sorts of things, not just cancer.
right, and the drugs that were the Humira, Remicade, Skyrizi,
Methotrexate. Like I was on
all
chemo for a
those
year.
those
Chemo
are
for a year.
those are almost like being on chemo drugs. They're just like the nurses told me
Oh,
it's like a step below being on that stuff.
When I had to do Remicade, I had to do that with chemo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got really sick off of all of those drugs as well. I mean, I also chose to not be on them. And I've been okay. Of course, things bother or aggravate my Crohn's, but eventually, but I'm okay. I'm okay. I
Yeah.
think it's mindset. You know me. But
so I wrote a Thursday. I'm putting my admin story out there, so it shares a little bit more about a little bit more depth about my life. I kind of summed it up. So I mean, look for that on Thursday. So,
yes, look for
but
his.
Liz, so and y'all can ask any questions at any time. I mean, Nicole
Open
should
book.
know I'm very open book. So
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, I'm so thankful that you both were here sharing your Stomaversary, Dwayne. Liz, sharing your story, just, life with an ostomy and how you've really, navigated and started your own business. And, you took a leap of faith and you just did it. And I love how you both use faith. I think faith is so important with, whomever, is, your choice of faith, God, and that. But I think that for me, I know that my faith is very, has helped me get through it too. I also know that making those positive, momentums and really focusing on the positive and then just being so grateful, like you said, Liz, so grateful to where you are and what you're doing and how well you are surviving and thriving, because we are thriving, right? We're going to have the hurdles, we're going to have the ups and downs. It's going to be like a roller coaster, but we always end up okay. Everything is just as it's supposed to be. So thank you for both sharing your stories and coming on. I appreciate it. Dwayne, I'm going to send you this certificate I made for you. I hope that you print it in color ink and put it on your wall.
Yay.
Yeah.
Congratulations, man. That was awesome. That's so awesome.
Yes. Yes. Everybody, thank you for watching.
Thank you.
And thanks, guys. I love it. Yeah. Have a good rest of your
Peace
day.
out.
See
Peace
you
out.
guys.